Mike Moore Media, the first place to hear Rockingham County news and information.
Lori Armstrong is town manager in Stoneville, and she's on the line. Hey, Lori, how are you?
Good morning, Mike. I'm doing well. How about you?
Doing fine here. You have your cup of coffee. You're ready to go. And I'm wondering if we maybe need to start with an update on the budget since it's now in place. Maybe some changes and fees and things like that may be new in the new year.
Absolutely, Mike. Our budget did pass at our June meeting, and we have not had to increase any of our fees for our residents. The budget is a very conservative budget this year. We are looking at COVID-19 very seriously, so this year we're pretty lean. However, fees did not increase for our residents in terms of water, sewer, trash, and recycle.
Mm-hmm. That's good news. Yeah.
Yes.
Okay. Anything else in the budget? I know one thing I noticed, something concerning the animal control fee that was in your last meeting. Anything on that we need to mention?
Yes. So our animal control, we will be instituting a fee for our, for lack of a better term, our cages when we go out and we are trying to help our residents with stray animals and at times wild animals.
Yeah.
We are instituting a rental fee for our cage, and it will be $25. So once the cages is brought back to the town hall, the $25 will be refunded. It's only if the cage is not returned that we would in turn keep that fee.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. That's almost like a rental fee then, I guess, isn't it, while they have it?
It is,
yeah.
And it's a concept. We normally don't have any problems, and at times our police department, our animal control officer, which is very limited here, will go out and pick the cages up. However, sometimes we will go back and the cages are not there. And so that's about 1% of the time. 99% of the time, everything is A-okay. And we were looking at our costs with the number of cages that we were having to buy per year, and we were losing money.
Okay, so good to have that in place. Not a big deal there, really. And when it's returned, the money's returned, so everybody's good. All right.
Absolutely.
Okay. The budget is in place for the fiscal year, and I know it's still challenging because of revenue and things like that. So is this something maybe you'll take a look at, like other municipalities around the county, as you go through the year, maybe looking at things?
Yes, we asked our board at the last meeting to do a review in December, January, to look at our sales tax collection and make a determination at that point if we were where we need to be with revenue, how our budget was looking, so that we can go back in and advocate for our employees in terms of a COLA or some type of monetary incentive.
Mm-hmm. Okay. It's been a couple of months since we talked about the North Carolina bicycle event, that Mountains to Sea. Where are we in that? Is that still on schedule? You still a pit stop in Stoneville?
We're still a pit stop. The Mountains to Sea bike ride event, two of the creators of that were up about 3 weeks ago, and we're still very excited about the potential of the event. It is still on, and we are planning right now and trying to get together our downtown in order to welcome all of the cyclists that will be taking part in that event.
Oh, that's going to be great to have Stoneville participating in that, and that will be October 5th, if I'm remembering correctly.
You're correct.
Yeah,
and
okay.
The cyclists will begin to trickle in probably, I would say, between 10 to noon, and it will continue throughout the afternoon until about 3:30 to 5.
Okay, all right. And you're looking at a large group cycling through, around 1,000 or so?
Yes, we are. You know, it would be very exciting to have the number of cyclists equal to the number of the residents in town. I think it would be a nice snapshot of what our community would look like if they trickled into downtown throughout the afternoon. So I'm very excited about that.
Okay. Well, that's coming up early October, October 5th, so still got some time, and we'll get more information as that gets closer. Okay.
Absolutely.
I know you wanted to tell us something going on at the Stoneville Memorial Park. What's happening there?
Well, we are looking at all of our assets within the town, and our memorial park has a long history of fun events, sporting leagues, and at this point, we're looking at doing a safety assessment there, just to make sure that everything is safe. And we're looking at we're looking at a revamp of some of our, possibly the playground equipment and some benches that are there, just trying to spruce things up, make them safe in order for our community to enjoy the park during the summer months of fall months.
Yeah. Well, I know I've been to a number of events there over the years, and so many others have. That's a neat little park, though, isn't it?
It truly is, and it houses a veterans memorial there. It houses a ball field. It houses, a lot of memories and history for the town. And I can remember as a child using the large picnic shelter across the bridge for the fire department and different town events, and it was always a fun time. It was a safe time, a fun time, and we're just trying to make sure that safety is our top priority, and we want to make sure that everything is safe and in place for our residents.
Oh, sure. Yeah. Let's talk about the nearby trail there at the park.
Oh, the nearby trail is a connector trail that connects Price Street to our sidewalk system on Glen, and we'll bring you up into downtown Stoneville. We had an Eagle Scout that came in, cleaned the trail, placed markers in fluorescent paint so that if someone were to possibly trip and fall on the trail, they would be able to identify where they are on the trail so that we could get emergency personnel to them ASAP.
Mm-hmm. Oh, that's great. Okay. Well, I know people are getting out and about and the trail, and that's always a good way to get out and enjoy the fresh air.
Yes, it is. Yes, it is. And this trail is particularly beautiful. The trail is inside of a wooded area, and, it goes along the backside of a really nice new housing development. And our goal is for our residents here in Stoneville to make use of that, and also welcome in visitors and things of the like.
Mm-hmm. Okay. All right. Well, I know before we started our program, you've been adding up the staff and some numbers there that are very impressive to share with us. So let's do it.
Yeah, we have. Looking at efficiency within the town of Stoneville, staff longevity is always a major positive type of additive, if you would. Staff longevity, you need that within any department that you work in. You need the people that have been here that know things. And so I started looking at years of service with our administration department, fire, police, public works, and parks and recreation. And when you add all of those years of service together, you have 88 years of town and public service. And I just can't thank our employees enough for sticking around with Stoneville. The town of Stoneville is a great place to work. It's also a great place to develop those professional development types of relationships, and we support each other. And so when I came up with the 88 years of longevity here, that says a lot about the employees here at the town.
It certainly does. That's a good number there too, 88, and that longevity, that continuity, that's good on many levels, isn't it?
It is. It's irreplaceable at times. When we think about, we're open to creativity and new and change. And I think sometimes when, let's say, a person retires or they find another opportunity, when you bring in a new person into the mix of that amount of years of service, there's that mentorship, there's the let's look at it from this perspective and your perspective, and I just can't say enough about our staff retention here.
Mm-hmm. Okay, well, thank you for sharing that with us. Staying power in Stoneville, it sounds like. That's good.
Yeah. I like that.
Yeah, okay, let's write that down. Might be able to use that.
We might. I like that, Mike.
Anything else we need to mention, Lori?
I think that right now, I think we've hit on most of the high points of what's been going on over the past couple of weeks. We will be meeting on July the 14th here. We haven't held a July meeting in probably 9 years, and the board passed the board schedule last year to include a July meeting, and so it will be Tuesday, July the 14th at 7, and we will be doing our meeting this month with the Zoom platform. So all instructions, if you have public comments or if you would like to listen in, the instructions will be on our door here at Town Hall and also on our website.
Okay. All right. Well, I'll be zoomed in with you. So that's 1 week from today,
Right.
7 p.m.
It is.
Okay. Lori, always good to talk to you. Thank you. Say hello to everyone around town. And again, congratulations on that good longevity and that years of service number that you gave us. I think that's great.
I do too. Thank you, Mike.
Thank you, Lori.
For everything that you do for our community.
Thank you, too, for all you do and your staff. And we'll talk again soon. All right.
Sounds great.
Bye-bye. Lori Armstrong is town manager in Stoneville, and you can check out their website. That is stoneville.nc.us, or check them out on Facebook, Stoneville NC. And I'm Mike Moore. Thank you for listening.